leaders of the two factions of the Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind, Maulana Arshad Madni and Maulana Mahmood Madni, recently praised the RSS and backed PM Modi on key issues. The two Madnis haven't exactly been fans of Modi in the past. For instance, in 2014, Mahmood Madni had said that Modi should be punished for the 2002 Gujarat riots and that Muslims will never support him. In the same year, Maulana Arshad Madni had said that Modi coming to power will be dangerous for Muslims. So what explains their sudden change of heart? For that, we have to look at the Jamiat's ideology. Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind represents scholars owing allegiance to Darul Uloom Deoband, one of the most prominent Muslim seminaries in the subcontinent. The main concept driving Jamiat's political ideology is Muttahid Qawmiyat or composite nationalism. The concept was laid down by Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madni, who belongs to the same Madni family. He put forward this idea in 1938 in his book Muttahid Qawmiyat or Islam. His belief was that Hindus and Muslims are two different religious communities living in the same territory and owing allegiance to the same nation. His ideas were in opposition to that of Muhammad Ali Jinnah's Muslim League, which saw Hindus and Muslims as two separate nations. Hussain Ahmad Madni gave the example of Medina in the era of Prophet Muhammad, in which Muslims and Jews came together under the Treaty of Medina. When India became independent in 1947, the Jamiat believed that Muslims and non-Muslims have entered into a muhadda or a contract to establish a secular state, and this contract was the Constitution of India. The Jamiat said that it is the duty of every Muslim to uphold the Constitution of India as part of this muhadda. Now coming back to the present day, the efforts of Maulana Arshad Madni and Mahmood Madni to reach out to the RSS stem from this concept of Muttahid Qawmiyat. The two scholars believe that just as the Congress represented Hindus during Hussain Ahmad Madni's time, the majority community is now represented by the BJP and the RSS. Therefore, in their view, any negotiation with Hindus has to be with PM Modi and RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat. The Madni's overtures are also the result of a larger dilemma among Muslims: how to survive in Modi's India. Since independence, Muslims have mostly supported parties like the Congress, Janata Dal, BSP and other so-called secular parties. But most of these parties were decimated by the BJP in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, and this was partly due to the consolidation of Hindu votes behind PM Modi. As a result, some Muslims now feel that there is no option but to engage with the BJP and the RSS. However, this practical view may not be practical after all. What the Madnis seem to have missed is that secularism or Muttahid Qawmiyat, whichever way you call it, is a two-way street. Despite the interactions with the BJP and RSS, the latter haven't really done much to address the concerns of Muslims. If at all, the march of majoritarianism has only become stronger. The Jamiat opposed the idea of Pakistan in 1947, and 70 years later, they find an India in which Muslims are openly told to go to Pakistan. Therefore, Muttahid Qawmiyat may not lie in reaching out to the RSS, but in holding the government accountable on protecting minorities and preserving secularism.